It's the end of August, here in the north, near the polar circle. Waking up at 6 a.m., the sun is just rising over the horizon. The nights are getting colder, and there's a hint of winter in the morning air. For years, I felt overwhelmed by the endless demands of modern life, always chasing the next success or merit and trying harder and harder, feeling nothing is ever good enough. It was only after burnout that I realized there's another way of living available, one that draws from a completely different power than outward success. A simple yet meaningful life in which you can find peace and joy from within yourself. Finding meaning in a simple life is like embarking on a journey. Walking onwards, you discover new things about yourself and the world. When we shift from seeking outward praise and open up to a life more in tune with what we are, the scenery around us also changes. I actually think that living a simple life is much more richer and fulfilling than when we're building a life of appearances, yet hollow on the inside. It takes courage to let go of other people's opinions and acceptance, but the reward is building a belief in yourself and worth that is not dependent on anyone or anything else. In the garden, the seeds I planted in April have grown well in the sun, and I've been able to harvest my first self-grown harvest of zucchini, tomatoes, berries, and other greens. Cooking from things you've grown yourself feels so satisfying somehow. I still have a lot to learn, but next year I'll know better what to plant and grow. I know what I've grown isn't much, but for me, even having grown one thing for myself is a lot. I've always been the type to kill all houseplants, and it's taken many trials to get to the point to be able to grow anything. That's why these few vegetables make me so happy. Still, the summer feels like it went by so fast, and I'm missing the warmth, taking out my knitwear and wool socks. But autumn is also a beautiful time of year, and I'm trying to enjoy these last sunlit days before winter's here. Isn't that what life is all about? Enjoying it to the fullest and embracing it as it comes. I really wanted to come to the river today just to breathe a little after these 2 hectic weeks, because this morning I realized I haven't been searching for these moments of peace for this August. I've just been running around like crazy and worrying about things and stressing about how to do everything, and all the real life stuff. And this morning it hit me that I can spend this month like this if I want, but do I really want to? And sometimes we get so caught up in all the things we need to do and all the work and everything, and you just kind of lose yourself and you don't feel good. You feel really bad, yet the solution is so easy. How do you get rid of that bad feeling? The answer to how to find peace is actually really simple. You just have to allow for the moment to happen, and if you just run around and you never stop, how will you find peace? And this is my happy place, listening to the river and watching the sunlight through the trees. And what else do you need? And sometimes it's just as simple as this, finding peace. And then you try to remember the feeling throughout the day, even when things get hectic and even when you have a lot to do. You just try to hold on to that peace in your mind and heart. And I find that it really helps being in nature or doing something creative, or talking to a friend, or something that brings you joy, even just for a little while. And I find it's these small life lessons that you get when things get hard and it's not so easy. So let's remember to breathe and enjoy the moment. And it's so beautiful here today, and just the wind in the trees and the sound of the water, and just perfect. I'm wishing you a beautiful autumn, and please take care, dear friends. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.